Today, we are going to be adding a portfolio to your Pretty Dashboard website. And portfolios are actually really great for your website because you are able to kind of organize all of your photos and then place them where you want. And I'll show you how that works, and you'll see how awesome the portfolio widget is and just the portfolio page itself. You can really do a lot with it and really stay organized and give a really great user experience for your customer. So we're first just going to add the portfolio. So let's go over here to your pages section and we'll click add new and we will choose portfolio. So this is the main portfolio page. It's kind of similar to how the blog page is set up, how when you click on portfolio or blog, it brings you to this main page where you can kind of edit everything, but this isn't what your customers see. I'll show you that at the end. So let's first just kind of get set up with the settings. Let's get those things done like I always like to do. So we'll go ahead and click settings and we'll look at a few things here. So this right now is going to be the layout of your portfolio page. So, 4 columns and 4 columns and 3 rows. You can change it to a list style, you can change it to 2 columns, you could change it to the masonry style. So really whatever you want to do. I'm probably going to leave it at the 4 columns look. You could have them spaced out, or you could have them all kind of touching each other with no spacing. We'll probably do the spacing. And then you can also choose to have a full width or a boxed layout on your page. So that would just, the box layout would be, there's space on the sides, and the full width obviously is the full width of the page. We're gonna leave it at full width. Full width is my favorite always, so we'll leave it like that. Okay, and then again, just these settings that I always like to do on the pages. You can edit, the URL, you could give page access to certain people, and you can do the SEO. So I definitely recommend always starting with that and the main settings before you move on. Okay, so what we're next gonna do is edit the template page and the header. So to get those edited, we'll first start with the header. And this is also similar to the blog, where you just have this basic header and you can add whatever you want to it. You could add a menu to it. It's already gonna come with the main header on your main website. So like you'll have the menu and the logo up there like always. So I always like to move this down a little bit before, and then, I may change the spacing as I look at the preview of the site. But for now, I'm gonna move that down, and you can just edit the look of it. You can edit the text, you can edit anything because you can drag and drop any widget into this. So if you wanted to put, a checkout box up here, you totally could. So like, let's see, where is the checkout box? Okay, so yeah, if you wanted to add a checkout box into your header, you totally could. So as you can see, you can use any of the widgets. You can make this header look however you want, or you can just keep it plain and simple like I usually do. So like mine would probably say something like lookbook if I was using my, for my clients or whatever. But if you're a product brand, you could put different photo shoots in this section in your portfolio, and you'll see how you can really like filter down, and it's really, really an amazing tool to have organization for your photos. And you can also add videos and galleries and everything, and you'll see that in just a sec. But that's how you edit the header, so you can do that. And then the template page. So the template page is just the page that when someone clicks on the photo, it'll bring them to this page if you want it. You don't have to have a template page for each photo, but if you do some sort of, online business where you want to show your projects you've done, you could have the image clickable and it would bring it to this page. And again, you can edit this page however you want. It's just like any of the other builder pages. You can change the project name here, you can put all that, or you can add completely new blocks and sections as you always do, which is really cool. So you could have a dedicated page for each image or video or gallery. And I'll show you that in a sec. It's just a click of a button to add the dedicated page for a certain image. So like I said, you don't have to make a page like this for every single one, but this is just the main layout of it. So if you choose to have a photo, a dedicated page, it's going to show the photo or whatever for that photo, not this one. This is just the template of that page. So, you can change out everything for each page, or you can just leave it how it is and just change out the wording and everything. And I'll show you how that works in just a sec, but just wanted to quickly show you that about this template page. So let's move on. And let's start adding photos in there, and so then I can show you how to actually use this template page. All right, so we will go add some items to our portfolio, aka the photos or videos or whatever you want. So you're gonna go right here, click add item, and we're probably just gonna do images. I don't need to go through the whole thing, so we'll just add a few images here so I can show you what the portfolio looks like. So as you can see, you can put a title, a description of it if you want. Again, it's up to you. It's personal preference, and you'll see where these things show up when I show you the actual page in the widget. But I typically don't really like showing the title and the description in the list, so that's also up to you. You could have the description show up in a pop-up, or you could just have it not at all. And this right here is that template page. So you can choose to have a page for each photo or not. So we're gonna add a dedicated page for that just so I can show you how it works. So we're just gonna use the test image as the URL and we're good to go. So we're gonna add an image in here. We'll just add an image of me. Why not? You want to add a category, and you'll see why. So we'll just say test category and add that, and we will move on. We'll publish that, and we'll add another image. So let's add another image, and we'll add an image of my fave model ever, Sadie. And so we'll add another category, test category 2, if I can spell, and we will confirm that. I do not want to show the description, and I do not want to show the pop-up. So test image 2, and we'll publish that. So that one I did not give a dedicated page for. So we will just view this portfolio right now. And as you can see, there's your regular header. Here's the header that we edited, and you could have put anything in there. And then this is what the main portfolio page looks like. So this is where all of your photos will show up, and you can organize them. You see how that goes? That's super nice if you want to get organized, especially for like services. If you have lashes and brows and hair and everything, you could have that all up here and kind of organize them. You can view it in a bigger box. If you had chosen to show the title or have a pop-up, that's, you could have a description pop up and everything too. But I like to keep it simple like this. And if you want to edit that page that we created, you see how this one we added a dedicated page, and there's this edit button here, and there's not on this one because we did not add a dedicated page. So if you want to edit that dedicated page, just click edit, and you can easily edit that page. So we'll just change this image out so you can see how this is going to look once we click on the page. So we won't edit any of this, but no, you can edit all of this. If this was a certain project, you could put all the information. If it's just, an image of lashes, you could put, the lash set that you did and the specifications of the lash set, like what krill you used and everything, just to get more in depth if you want to, or you can just leave it a typical portfolio page and not do all of that. So we'll go back to the portfolio page just so you can see what that looks like. So again, before I do that, this is going to be the URL for your portfolio, and you'll be able to add it into your menu just like you add other pages, and I'll show you that in just a sec. But let's go ahead and view what this looks like. So right now, again, it looks just like this, but if you want to go to that dedicated page, boom, there's that dedicated page. So as you can see how you can edit that and everything. And then I just wanted to show you quickly how you would add that portfolio into your menu. So we'll go back to the home page, we'll go to the menu, and we'll click edit menu. You're gonna add a menu item. So instead of going through your pages and clicking one of your pages, your portfolio is not under here, it's under portfolio. So you would just put portfolio, and you could choose to show the whole portfolio page, or you could choose to show each of those dedicated pages, which is really cool. So we'll just, I'm not gonna add that because I don't want a portfolio on Pretty Dash, but that's how you do that. So one last thing I wanted to show you with the portfolio, we've gotten it all set up and everything, but I want to show you how to add a portfolio widget. So we'll go to my editing page that I use. So just disregard all of this random stuff, but we'll go ahead and add a new block. We'll add an empty one, and we will go over here to the widgets, scroll all the way down, and drag in here the portfolio widget, which is my favorite widget ever because it's so cool. As you can see, you can add certain items from your portfolio right from here. So if you were, on a services page that were about lashes only, you could add just your lash photos to this little portfolio widget, and etc., etc. You could do this with any kind of business, not just services. But if you wanted to only showcase certain images from your portfolio and not all of them, this is how you would do it. Or you could add all of them, just select them all. So we're going to select those two, and now it creates this little portfolio widget. And you can have the title, the category, and the description show that you put in there, but I don't like that. So we are going to edit the settings a little bit. I actually like the grid style too, not the carousel, so I don't want the little arrows. And I normally have it showing 4 items, but obviously we only have 2, so we're going to use the 2. You can decide to have padding in between them if you want to have some spacing, and you can choose to show item title, category, and description, which I don't like. So we're just going to leave it as just images. So the next thing I like to do, because I'm not a fan of the block settings with the portfolio, like I want to span the whole space, I go over here to the block, resize container, and it's boxed right now, so we're going to choose full width. So you can do that, and obviously when there's like 4, it's a lot smaller. It's not this huge of scale, but because I only chose 2, it's really big. But other than that, I love it. I love the portfolio widget, and you can really do a lot with it, and you can put it on every single page, and you can choose what images you want or not, and it's really cool. So that's how you add the portfolio widget, and that's how you create your portfolio, aka your lookbook, for your beauty brand. I hope that you guys learned something today. Let me know if this helped you at all in the comments, or just hit me up. You can always contact me at hello@prettydash.co and let me know how you're doing. If you need help, anything you need, please let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this today. If you did, please consider subscribing and liking this video so that way more people can find out how to automate and put their beauty business all in one place. All right, guys, have a good day.